Hello guys, I am here with one of the UK's best current bands, Creeper.
Hi.
Welcome back to Manchester. Last time you were here, I think, was Funeral for a Friend.
Yeah, the gorilla.
Yeah, just around the corner. Great. How was that? Because
Yeah.
I know.
That was one of the best shows on that tour. It was wild. It was
Yeah,
really,
it was a really cool
fun.
show.
Nice.
And the whole tour with Funeral for a Friend anyway, it was like a massive head fuck for us anyway. You
Yeah.
know, go up with Funeral for a Friend, and it was really kind of surreal. Like, but by the end of it, you kind of know everybody, and it's kind of like just really normal, like any other tour.
Yeah.
But like when you're doing something with people, a band that you've grown up listening to, and yeah, it was a bit of a head fuck to be honest, man. It was really cool though. That show in particular was like a really fun one. It was really good. I look back on that; it was really fun.
Yeah. How does it feel to be headlining to first day of Manchester Punk Festival?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I'm really glad we could do it. Like, we're on tour at the moment anyway,
Yeah.
so like, it worked out really well. All the dates kind of flowed together really nicely. Like, and plus we known Kieran forever. Like, meeting and played in other bands, and we played for him before in previous occasions. And so yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's incredible that
It's weird that we're headlining.
Yeah,
isn't it? Like
that's
when I first found out we were playing, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then he said, oh, by the way, you guys are probably going to be headlining. I was like, what?
yeah. So it's amazing, but I think everything with this band is kind of like always just like, okay, like, it's awesome, we'd love to do it, but like we don't really know why why we're headlining. But it's cool, it's exciting, man.
Do you think a festival like this, Manchester Punk Festival, kind of shows that there are a lot of UK bands, like great UK bands up and coming now? It might be time for the UK to step up and give a few bands back to the world.
I think it's there's definitely when I was younger, UK punk was really big. We had loads of great bands. The hardcore scene was really big as well. And then for a few years, it kind of, especially when we were a part of it, was kind of like harder to gig, and it wasn't like as busy. The shows weren't like they are now. So I think there's kind of like a revival of that scene to a degree, and there's like so many great young bands as well. Now we're like, we're a tiny bit older than some of these bands. But we're not much off, but like it's cool that like a bunch of kids have started bands as well, and you see some of the kids are quite young that starting bands as well, and it's blow your minds. I just saw Simmer downstairs. I thought they were really good. I don't know how old they are, probably our age, but I thought they were great, and I'd never heard them before. So it's just cool that there's a bunch of different stuff as well. There's a eclectic mix. It's like the emo stuff, the punk stuff, and the hardcore stuff, and quite often they all these styles get mixed on mixed bills and things, and I think that's really cool. I think that's really rad. So
Festivals like this are really important because it's the one time where all these like smaller bands, like DIY bands, can get together and be like hang out, and you notice all the people from all the different scenes sort of coming together, and it's like, yeah, this is actually really fucking
it's cool. Like Ricky does it, there's a thing in Southampton called What the Fest, and Ricky Bates does that show, and it's a similar sort of thing. So it's like some of the bigger bands and some of the smaller DIY bands, and all different avenues of punk and stuff all playing together, and it's just amazing. Like those weekends are incredible, and I know Kieran's done a really good job, especially this year. It's absolutely amazing. You set a poster you think, fucking hell, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's exciting to be a part of that. This is cool to be here, to be a part of that. It's cool to be on the poster with the whole weekend. I feel quite privileged just to be on that.
So you guys from Southampton, you just mentioned What the Fest.
Yeah.
And you also played Takedown Festival as well this year.
Yeah.
Do you think Southampton, it's probably a smaller city compared to somewhere like Manchester or maybe like Leeds, which has got a lot of big bands as well, but do you think it's got a really strong scene? I've never been there personally, but I've heard a lot.
I think it's honestly, I think it's we were so lucky to grow up in a city like Southampton. We have a venue called The Joiners, which has been historic for the shows that have happened there over the years.
I always see gigs there. I've never been to Southampton, don't know what the Joiners, where the Joiners is, but I've heard of it. I know
Green Day played there when they came up. It's really I think Coldplay and loads of bands had come up there. It's been this historic venue. So now what's happened is a guy called Ricky Bates, he lives in Dover. He's a really good friend of ours, and he worked on the DIY scene for ages, and now he got the job at Joiners kind of 3 or 4 years ago, and he's just the shows he puts together there. He's got the golden touch, isn't he? He's just really a guy who really gives a shit about not just local music, but music of all sorts, and putting local bands on the touring bands and kind of showing them the ropes as well. And he helped us loads. We learned a lot playing for him. And but as a scene in general, we're about to go on tour on this run of dates we're doing now. We finish up with Bury tomorrow, who are a massive metal band from Southampton, and so we've known them forever. Our styles are different, but it's our mates, you know. So like we're excited to go out and just see the success they've had. You know, it's amazing, and I think for a lot of younger metal bands who want to do that sort of thing, and you know, it makes you feel like you can do anything. And I think that's the good thing about Southampton is it makes you feel like you can just achieve anything, and you can make whatever you like, and there's going to be people that will be responsive to it, and there'll be an audience for it. And maybe that's a little bit different to other places. And I think that like when we do go to other cities, we realise how lucky we've been to have a really, really great kind of small venue. Do you have those venues down here, like when you're a kid and you think, oh, like, your goal is, your only goal as a band is to play that one venue.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's the local venue. You know.
We had that in St Helens.
What did you guys have?
We had a place called the Citadel, and I was like, oh, if I could just play there, like that'd be it. That'd be my dream made. When I was 18, just before I went to uni, my really shit band played there, and it was like the best day. And now I'm like, yeah, Citadel, whatever. But then I was like, yeah,
dude. Like, I completely understand that.
Full circle. Funeral for a Friend played there a few months ago. I was like, oh my God, I've played the same place as Funeral for a Friend. That's so cool.
Yeah, man. Like that's I used to sneak out at my mum's house at like age 14 and go to gigs there on my own, like just because I was so desperate to go there. So like that, having a place like that, like having a platform and having people around you that all the people that join us, even before Ricky, have been like really supportive of local music. Advance that do Takedown. Advance Promotions are a separate company, but they're a slightly different thing to what the Joiners does. But at the same time, they still put the effort in to get younger bands on their festival. So a lot of time, like Takedown Festival, it's like younger bands getting to play with their heroes a lot of the time, you know, and that's the one time of the year where where a lot of the other promoters in the country wouldn't put them on because they wouldn't take a chance in a band they didn't know, didn't have a reputation. But like Takedown know them, they played the gig, they worked hard, you know, and they'll put them on a show. So yeah, it's a really nice atmosphere. We were just there the other day where we played with Moose Blood on that tour, and so yeah, we went through there and just see loads of familiar faces, and yeah, it's a great place. I think we've been very lucky to have come from a place like that, like a
cool
musical city, isn't it? I suppose.